Okay, so recently Dr. Umar Johnson did an interview with Lord Jamar on the United Mean Godcast. Lord Jamar, Rod Digga, and Godfrey. Godfrey wasn't present for that episode. It seems like they're trending. A lot of people are talking about their conversation because Dr. Umar Johnson got defensive when Lord Jamar brought up the fact that it's taken him 6 years to open the school, and the donors are concerned about what's going on. The people that want to donate are skeptical because there's no transparency and they don't know when the school is going to be built. And Dr. Umar Johnson was very defensive, was taking everything Lord Jamar was saying and saying that's only what the detractors say and the haters. But Lord Jamar was trying to come from a normal civilian, a normal interested person's standpoint. Dr. Umar Johnson wasn't having it. He claims that he was in this big head mode where he's like, everybody knows of me, everyone knows my mission, and if you don't, you're full of shit, you're a hater, a detractor, kind of just feeling himself a little bit. But a lot of his shit didn't make sense, because if he's so renowned and so supported and so this, that, and that, then he would probably not be struggling to come up with the money. It would be a lot easier for him to raise the money, because what he said when Lord Jamar was trying to advise him, because he has a stepfather who has the same type of journey and path, and he's made it where Dr. Umar Johnson wants to make it with a completed school and, kids in the school or whatever. And he tried to give him that type of information. Umar Johnson was not there for listening to other people. He said he was talking about all his friends and all his people. Them are educators, and he doesn't need this and blah, blah, blah. But Lord Jamar is looking at it like, well, if you don't need it and you just need finances and you're really this world-renowned educator, then why aren't the finances coming? Why aren't people donating more? If all you need is the finances, and if all you need is the finances, if you're the number one, black educator, blah, 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 how could you not come up with the finances? So there's a lot of tricky questions, a lot of stickiness, a lot of people claiming that Dr. Umar Johnson is never going to actually open the school. He's been having enough money from time, and he's not going to open the school. There's a lot of people that are pulling up videos now and saying that he filed incorrect thing on his taxes. They're going too much in on his life. I'm not going to go and try to dig into the particulars of his life and do independent research on the person's life and dig up his life file. But for the most part, what is public knowledge, I'll speak on. It just seems a little weird that it took you 6.5 years and you're still not done, and you're talking about money for electrical and HVAC, and you have the building, but you can't even disclose the address of the building or where anything's going to be. A lot of weirdness, a lot of reasons to not trust Dr. Umar Johnson if you're a supporter or a potential donor. Lord Jamar did his best job being professional, not going in on Dr. Umar Johnson, not getting at him when he was getting agitated and doing the most. He stayed relaxed and conducted himself professional through the interview, so shout out to him for that. At the end of the interview, it seemed like they were good. They were cordial. They weren't on, angry terms. It seems like they had a decent interview, although the fans and everybody else seen it differently because we want answers from Dr. Umar Johnson. But it is what it is. It seems like he's always going to get defensive when it comes to that shit. I don't know if the school's ever going to be built. I don't really support his all-boys school idea. I feel like there should definitely be girls in the school too, but that's just me. We'll see if it gets built. It is what it is.